Hello children, welcome to online classes. Myself Mrs. Jyoti Kade, your science teacher for grade 4 from Upper Public School, CBSE, Kalburgi. So in the last session, we have completed lesson number 9, states of matter and their properties. And lesson number 10, safety rules and first aid, that lesson is skipped. So today I am teaching lesson number 11, force, work and energy. What is that lesson? Force, work and energy. Children, our world is made up of so many living beings and non-living things. Is it not? So you have already studied about the characteristics of living things and about the characteristics of non-living things also. So are they same? Are they same both living and non-living? No, they are not same. That means that they are different from each other. So can you say one of the characteristics which differ from living things from non-living things? Any one of the features that differentiate between the living beings and non-living things? Yes, children? Yes. One of the features which differentiate between the living beings and non-living things is the movement. Is it not? That means the living beings, they move from one place to another, whereas the non-living things, they cannot move on their own. Is it not? They cannot move on their own. For example, this duster, can it move on its own? No, it cannot move. That means the non-living things, they cannot move on their own. So to make them move, what we have to do? Listen here, to make them, that means to make the non-living things to move, what we have to do? Yes, what we have to do? Any guess, children? For example, this is a balloon. So it is here now. To make it move, what we have to do? Yes, we have to apply some effort. Is it not? We have to apply some effort on this so that it can move. So that effort that we are applying, that is nothing but the force. What is, children? Force is nothing but the effort we apply for an object to make it move. So it may be in the form of a push or pull. What it? And this effort we are applying, by using the what? Muscular force. So that means we are using our muscles to apply the force. So using this muscular force, we are pushing the objects or pulling the object to make them move. Got it, children? So this is known as force. So we will learn in detail now what is force. So what is force? What is force, children? Yes? Force is nothing but the effort we make. The effort we make to push or pull an object. An object is known as force. Got it, children? What is force? The effort we make to push or pull an object, it is known as force. So the force may be either it may be a pull or push. So we are applying, that means we are applying some effort to make the objects to move. Not only to move, we are using the effort to stop a moving object also. So this effort we are making to push or pull an object to move it or to stop a moving object, that effort is known as force. Got it, children? Yes. Force. What is force now? You know. So force is an effort. Force is an effort. Either force is an effort either to what? Pull or to push an object. Got it, children? Force is an effort either to pull or push an object. So we will study in detail what is pull and what is push. So first we will learn what is pull now. Pull. So pull is also, it is also an effort which makes the objects to move. I will show here by taking the example. So here, so this is a table here. So it is in rest. Is it moving now? No, it is not moving. That means it is at rest position. That means it is stationary. Stationary means when the objects, when they are not moving, when the objects are at rest, they are known as in the state of stationary. So here this table, is it moving now, children? No, it is not moving. So now what I will do is I am applying the force. See here, I am applying the force. So when you apply the force, see here, the objects, that means the table, it is, what can you observe, children? It is moving towards me. Is it not? The table is moving towards me. So this is known as pull. Got it? Pull is nothing but when the force applied that makes the objects to move towards you. That is known as pull. Got it, children? What is pull? I'll show once again. So here the table is in. It is not moving now. So here when you apply the force, the table is moving towards me. So when the things, when the objects, when they move towards you, when we apply the force, that is known as pull. Got it, children? Yes. What is pull now? What the pull can make? Pull means the objects move towards us. Towards us is known as pull. Okay. For example, suppose you are standing here and the object is here and see the direction. The object is moving now. In which direction it is moving? The object is moving towards you. So this is known as pull. What it is? That is known as pull. So pull is when the objects, when we are applying the force, when the objects they move towards us, they come closer to the you. That is known as pull. Got it, children? Yes. Can you give the examples for pull? Yes. We can use the pull in, for example, to open or close the door. Or the best example is the bullock carts. The carts they are pulling the the bullocks they are pulling the cart. So these are the examples where we can apply the pull. So next one is push. What it is? Push. So push is also the effort. When we apply the force here, see. So So this is again, I'll show you with this. So it is in rest position now. Is it moving? No. So now I will apply the force here. So when we apply the force, the objects they move away from us. The objects move away from us, and this is known as push. So here, why it is moving? Because I applied the force. I applied the force here, and this force it makes the objects to move from me. Once again, I will show you. See, so here is the table is in rest position now. So I am applying the force. When I apply the force, it is moving away from me. And when we apply the force, if the objects they move away from us, that is known as push. Here, what is happening here? The objects move away. Away from us. That is called as push. Okay, children? The same way, suppose you are here and object. What is and how can you show the direction? So objects they are moving away from you, and this is known as push. So here, pull means the objects that are moving towards you. When you apply the force, the objects that are moving towards you. And push means when we apply the force, the objects they move away from you. That is called as push. The difference between the pull and push is nothing but change in the direction. Got it, children? So what is a pull line? What is push? We can give so many examples now. Day-to-day examples. Just now I told you while closing the door or opening the door, we either push or pull. And other example is whenever we are going for market to carry the things from big bazaar or any super shop, we are carrying the things using the what trolleys. Trolleys we are using. So we collect the things in it and either we push or pull it. Is it not? So these are some of the examples where we use the force in either a push or pull. Okay, children? So next we will learn about what can force do. Force. So you know already about what is force, and now you have to learn what can force do. The first one is force is needed to move the object. Force is needed to move the object. So here is a balloon. I am keeping here. So here, when we apply the force, that means when we apply the force, it will move. That means that the force is needed to move the objects. Not only this, for any object, if we apply the force, it will move. And another example, if you kick the ball, it will move. Is it not? So this is also the example where we can say that force is needed to move the object. The second one is Force can stop. Force can stop the moving object. So force not only it makes the it is not only needed to move the objects, but also force can stop the moving object. Force can stop the moving object. For example, if you are playing cricket or any other game, the ball will move. So what will you do to stop that ball? Yes, we put by putting your leg in front of the moving ball, you can stop the moving ball. Stop the ball from moving. That means we are applying the force there. Is it not? And the best example is, do you know, children, to ride the bicycle? Yes. Yes, I think everybody knows how to ride a bicycle. So while riding the bicycle, suddenly if you want to stop, what will you do? Yes, if you want to stop, yes, exactly, you are using the brakes, is it not? So when you use the brakes, that means you are applying the force there. Okay, when you apply the force, when you use the brake, what will happen? Suddenly the wheels, what will happen? The wheels, they stop from rolling, is it not? So when they stop, suddenly you can stop there. So that means that how it is possible? So when we apply the force, before the wheels, they are continuously moving. So when you use the brakes, that means when you apply the force, it starts suddenly from moving. So that means that here we can say that force can stop the moving object. Is it not? The next one is force can change the direction of the moving object. Can you guess, children, what is the example where we can say that force can change the direction of the moving object? So the best example is cricket. So whenever you are playing the cricket, the ball is coming from one direction, is it not? So what will you do? You are applying the force to hit that ball. So when you apply the force to hit that ball, the ball it moves to what? In the other direction. That means there is a change in the direction of the moving object. The object is there, the ball is the object, and you are applying the force to hit the ball. So whenever you hit the ball, there will be the change in the direction of the moving object. That means there is the change in the direction of the ball. So by this we can say that force can change the direction of the moving object. In the same way, and another example is when playing the badminton, there is a change in the direction of the shuttlecock when you are applying the force. Then the next one is force can change the shape of an object. Force can change the shape of an object. So I will show you how the force can change the shape of an object. For example, this is a bottle here. Is it not what it is? It is a bottle. If you are pressing it with force, that means you are applying the force here. That means you are squeezing the bottle. So when you squeeze the bottle with force, there will be the change in the shape of this bottle. So by this, we can say that the force also can change the shape of an object. The best example is in your day-to-day life. Your mother will be preparing the chapatis or rotis. Have you seen? Yes. To prepare the chapatis, what she will do? She will mix the flour with the water first, and she will make the first small round like balls. So yeah, with that flour she is making small rounds first, and what she will do, she will apply the force on it. Is it not? She keep on rolling these small balls. So what will happen? What will happen, children? The shape will change. Is it not? So here, from here, the shape will change and it will take the form of either a chapati. Is it not? So here, how it is changed? By applying the force. Your mother has applied the force on this while rolling it. Is it not? So that's why the shape is changed here. So by this we can say that the force can change the shape of an object. Got it, children? So these are what the force can do. Force is needed to move the object. Force can stop the moving object. Force can change the direction of the moving object, and force can change the shape of an object. So next one, force also can be used to tear the piece. For example, this is a piece of paper. So you have to hold these two edges of this paper and pull it in opposite direction, and what it will tear. So this also will show that the force is applied to tear the things like paper. And next one is force also can used to break the things. For example, this is a fully blown balloon. What is this, children? It is a fully blown balloon. So when we apply the force here, so the balloon will burst. So that means that the force also it can be used to break the things. It can break the things. So these are some of the force where it is needed. Got it, children? So in this today's session, we have learned what is force. Force is nothing but it is an effort to make the objects to move either by pushing or pulling, and we also learned what is a pull and examples of that, and what is push, examples of that, and we also learned what can force do. Force is needed to move the objects. Force can stop the moving object. Force can change the direction of the moving object, and force can change the shape of an object. So these are the today's concept what we have learned. So listen, children, in your textbook also some of the pictures they have given to show the pushing and pulling, and you have to refer these pictures from the textbooks. Okay? Yes. Thank you.